Hi, my name is John Byrne. I'm at the Rock of Southwest in Littleton, Colorado. And I also keep YM Theology up to date, keep putting good info on there. And so here's another YM Theology post. Hey, I want to talk to you today about models of ministry, just for a moment. A lot of times I think, as youth pastors, as youth workers, we try to find the model that is going to solve all our problems. And to be honest, there is no magic pill, there's no magic book, there's no amazing thing that if we just do this curriculum or that curriculum, that will allow us to all of a sudden have a huge youth ministry and be doing amazing things. As a matter of fact, ministries that are healthy and doing well are healthy and doing well because they have the right values and the right structures. Models of youth ministry, no matter what that looks like, exist to serve the church, not the other way around. And we need to remember that and put that in the right order. I'll give you an example of some confusion that's often made. People look at purpose-driven youth ministry, for example, and they look at it as a model. And I got to be honest with you, I don't think it's a model at all. As a matter of fact, I think, and I haven't done this, but I think if you were to sit down with Doug Fields and talk to him about what purpose-driven youth ministry is, or Rick Warren and talk to him about what purpose-driven church is, I think what they would tell you is this: it's not a model. It's a philosophy and a theology first. It's a theology first and a philosophy, and it works its way out in a model. Let me give you an example. Models are primarily programmatic, whereas philosophies give you a broad, general sense of what we should be about. Purpose-driven youth ministry can be worked out in a lot of different ways programmatically, through different kinds of events. As a matter of fact, you can merge it with other philosophies and theologies. Sun Life Classic, the old Sun Life, which I think is called Live 2.6 now, is another one that is very similar to purpose-driven in a lot of ways. There's tons of theology and philosophies out there, but there's also tons of models out there. Cell group, small group, large group, entertainment-driven, seeker-sensitive. Those are models and somewhat philosophies of doing ministry. So when you're figuring out how you're going to do ministry in your context, some things you need to think about. How does my church do ministry? I had a conversation with a fellow youth pastor, friend of mine, JP, over at Mission Hills, just down the road a little ways, just the other day, and we were talking about how we were doing youth ministry on a programmatic level. And the way we do it here at the Rock is we have, for our high school, we have Tuesday night large group, and then we have small groups that meet in homes. For junior high, we have a small group Sunday school type of thing on Sundays, and then we have large groups on Wednesdays. And that's the model of ministry we're doing. Our philosophy and how things work themselves into those programs is very different. He has a different situation. At the Rock, where I'm at, that works very well with the context that we have here. Sunday school is a very small part of what we do. We have 1 or 2 adult classes in a church of about 1,000. That's it. And they're small. They're small classes. So Sunday school is not a big part of what we do. But he has a larger group of people attending Sunday school. They have 20 or 30 Sunday school classes on Sunday mornings. So it makes sense for him to say, all right, I'm going to provide some kind of Sunday school type of context for high school students, because their parents are doing it too. In my context, that doesn't make a lot of sense, because the parents just go to church and then they're involved in a small group during the week. And so that's what we do too. We encourage the high schoolers to go to church and then become involved in a small group during the week. Figuring out what your model of ministry is depends a lot on what your church is doing and the culture it has developed. Our theology and our philosophy, purpose-driven, win, build, equip, multiply, send, those kinds of things, they can work themselves out in a variety of models. So it's important to understand how we figure out what we do has a lot to do with the church context in which we're in. Hey, we'll see you next time on YM Theology.
Yeah.